Yo, what's up you guys, Street Trader Flex here, back with another video. So let's quickly check if the mic is working. Yeah, that's fine. So let's begin. So today we're going to be touching on gold, and we're going to be looking at this trade which ended up playing out during the massive bull run, right? That's prior to us creating a new all-time high, right? Let me see. Let's see here. I think that's prior to us creating an all-time high, or that's after we created an all-time high. So basically with this trade, right, we're going to be touching on two concepts which are in Malaysian SNR, which are part of Malaysian SNR. So the first thing which we'll be touching on will be areas of support, and then we'll also be looking at an example of a resistance which then breaks and then becomes a support, which ended up leading to this trade, right? So those are some of the things that we'll be touching on today, and we're gonna make it a very short video, so make sure that you do focus. And yeah, let's begin. So basically, with every setup that you start with, you always need to start on the high time frame. So in this case, we're going to start on the monthly. So on the monthly, what we can see here on the monthly is that we closed above this October's high, signaling what? Signaling a breakout, right? So after that, we would assume that we'd get a retracement, right? So obviously we can't wait a month for us to get a retracement into an area of support. In this case, it would have been here, meaning that we had this resistance, we broke above it and closed above it, and then we would wait for price to be supported here. But we would look for the same thing on a lower time frame, right? We'd basically look for the same thing on a lower time frame. Then from there, we go to the weekly. On the weekly time frame, we basically look for slightly similar things, right? Because this is the week that closed that's the week that closed above October's high, right? So our area of support is here. Obviously, you can see that we didn't really use this area, but price ended up shooting higher, right? And then, since all we'll be looking for a retracement below this high, this would be our target once we get supported, right? So on the daily time frame now, so remember, this is the weekly level that we had. And my apologies if my gum is making a lot of noise. I'm not really sure if it can go through the mic. Not really sure. So this is the previous month's high. This is October's high, right? This is the weekly area of support, which was a buy area, right? And then this is the previous week's high that we would use as a potential target. All right, so this day opened, traded higher, and then sold off lower. But what can we see here on the daily? We can see that on the daily we had a daily breakout right here. Had a daily breakout, have the weekly support, right? Let's see. I think my support was just lined up like this. Then the breakout. Structure break. This one was the previous high. We'll just label it the same way. Structure break as well. Right there. Structure break on the monthly. Right. This one is on the daily. This one is just a support level. And it can also be viewed as resistance. Breaks become support. Right. Because this was a support. This was a resistance buy, sell. And then we were supposed to stop right here, but price ended up shooting higher, which now becomes RBS RBS, just like that. So fine, we were currently waiting for price to trade into this area, but we did not see that, right? So on the 4 hour, once we zoom in, just gonna bring everything back here. Just gonna bring everything back here. Taking too much time in it. So anyway, so this is the previous week's high, right? Remember, this is going to be our potential target. Although we did see okay, never mind. So price ended up trading lower on Monday and ended up closing higher on the same Monday, right? So what do we see here on the 4 hour? What do we see here on the 4 hour? What we can see that is that we have this previous month's high, have this previous week's, no, that's not the previous week's, this is the daily breakout right here. So around the daily breakout, we have to look for reasons to buy, right? Although we do know that we have an area of support, we have to look for reasons to buy even on the lower time frames. We have this 4 hour buy, right? So what price did ended up shooting lower, and initially we would have wanted to look for buys from here because this buy area was formed from this area, right? We have a buy sell, which was a resistance, breaks become support, and we used it to create a new support. We would have wanted to look at this area for potential buy, but we can see that we closed below this level. So obviously you're gonna look for the next closest one, which was around here, or if you're looking for two lower areas, you could have obviously observed even these ones right here, right? But you'd have to be very precise with your setup. Have to understand what your setup requires you to look for, right? Because some of these things are hard to see. So you can basically mark your setup like that, and then with your entry, if you're an aggressive trader and you took a loss here, maybe you could have entered here. If you're an aggressive trader, right? I'm gonna give you two examples. 30 pip stop loss. I'm not gonna try and make it seem like something is not. 30 pip stop loss, and then your targets being the previous week's high, which was on Friday, right? Or the previous month's high, right there. That's 420 pips. So if you were to wait for lower time frames, rather wait for an engulfing or breakout on a lower time frame. So you can easily see that we had a bit of a pause right here. Let's just quickly zoom in. Had a bit of a pause right here, which signals that if we trade above this area, there will be a breakout, right? There will be a breakout here, and even also here, right? So you can just wait for the engulfing and choose either area that you feel comfortable with. You can either choose for this one or wait for this one and miss out on the trade. And even if you miss out on the trade, you can either still try and attempt other areas, right? I'm not gonna make it seem like something it's not. Right here, would have missed that one, and then still got a continuation right here. Still got a continuation right here. So there's so many areas which were offered just prior to this aggressive up move. and another proper. And keep in mind, I did not take the setup, just for those of you who would want to know. I did not take the setup. I was in a buy already from the lowest area. Not the lowest area. It's not like I started trading gold when I was born. Oh, this one was missed, obviously. So there's obviously multiple ways that you can enter. It will just depend on your style. I'm not trying to enforce my style on you. You have to choose which one best suits you. And then yeah, that's basically how you'd look for a potential area which is strong, right? Potential area which is strong. So for those of you who want to follow me, you can basically click the link in the description. It will take you to my Telegram. Make sure that you do subscribe to the Telegram channel and also the YouTube channel. And also we do have an upcoming PDF which is strictly going to be focused on SNR. We'll be touching on how support levels are created, how resistance levels are created, how a candle is formed, how to project your targets, all those other things, man. Let me just try and see if I can bring it to this side. I'm not really sure if it's gonna show or anything. So let's see. Yeah, let me just try and bring it this side, but I'm not gonna show everything because it's not yet released. How do I do full screen here? Oh yeah, you can actually see it, right? You can actually see it. So I'll just try and do this, and I'm basically writing it on Canva because it's a lot more convenient. So just like with this one right here, where is it? Just like with this one, resistance, right? I'm still gonna do some of the editing, so don't even worry about the grammatical errors. Resistance, open, close, right? Resistance, open, close level. In simple terms, an open close resistance is created after we have two strong closed cell candles, right? Our resistance levels are all marked out at the close of the first candle. So the term open close comes from the fact that our focus is around the close of the first candle and the open of the other candle, right? This is a hypothetical example of where you'd normally see an open close resistance, right? Not a support. That's why I'm saying that I'm still gonna do some editings just after traditional SNR level is formed. This arrow indicates the candle you'll be marking the open close resistance from. Obviously you can see it's not that one. That's just a traditional level SNR, right? Still going to do some editings. It's from a previous page. So obviously your open close is going to be here, the close of the previous candle, and then the open of the following candle, right? Yeah, you see, these are some of the things which I have to edit. So anyway, yeah, and also there's another cool thing that I added to the PDF, which is links, right? Links for study purposes, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so basically on some of these pages, right, you can basically click my face and then it will pop up a link, right? Can basically click my face and then it will pop up a link to a chart where you can be able to download, do your markups. You can either write that this is an open area, this is whatever that you feel like. So anyway, make sure that you do join the Telegram group. First link in the description. First and only link, I think, yeah. First and only link in the description. So let me show it to you. Not really sure if it's gonna pop up as well. Yeah, it's the Telegram right here. This link right here, or you can even scan with the QR code. So anyway, with that said, see you guys on another one. Thank you for making it this far. Peace. Love you, boys.